The Jacobean Age in English literature spans from 1603 to 1625, the reign of James I, after the death of Queen Elizabeth I. This period was characterized by political, social, and religious turbulence that profoundly impacted the literary scene. The Jacobean era was marked by a shift from the Renaissance era towards a more Baroque style. The Baroque style was characterized by an emphasis on emotions, vivid imagery, and a fascination with religious and mythological themes. Writers during this period were preoccupied with the conflict between the Catholic Church and the Protestant Church, as well as the struggles between the monarchy and Parliament. The Jacobean Age in English literature was a time of significant cultural and historical events that had a profound impact on the literary scene. Here are some of the most important events of this period. Accession of James I. In 1603, James VI of Scotland ascended to the English throne as James I, following the death of Queen Elizabeth I. This marked the beginning of the Jacobean era and a significant shift in English literature and culture. Gunpowder Plot. In 1605, a group of Catholic conspirators attempted to blow up the House of Lords during the state opening of Parliament. This event, known as the Gunpowder Plot, had a significant impact on the political and religious landscape of England. Gunpowder Plot is referenced in several works of Jacobean literature, including Shakespeare's Macbeth. Publication of the King James Bible. In 1611, the King James Bible was published, which had a profound impact on English literature and language. The language and style of the King James Bible influenced many writers of the Jacobean era and beyond. Closure of the theatres. In 1642, during the English Civil War, the Puritan government ordered the closure of all theatres in England. This marked the end of the Jacobean era and had a significant impact on the literary scene in England. The Masque. The Jacobean era was known for its lavish court masques, which were elaborate performances combining music, dance, and drama. These performances were often written by leading playwrights of the time, including Ben Jonson and John Milton. The rise of metaphysical poetry. The Jacobean era saw the rise of metaphysical poetry, a complex and intellectual style characterized by its use of elaborate metaphors and complex language. John Donne was one of the leading figures of this movement. The Caroline poets. Towards the end of the Jacobean era, a new generation of poets emerged, known as the Caroline poets. These poets, including Robert Herrick and Thomas Carew, were influenced by the courtly love tradition and the works of Shakespeare and Jonson. Many notable writers emerged during this period, producing works that explored complex philosophical, religious, and social issues of the time. Here are some of the most notable writers and their works from this period. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was the most famous writer of the Jacobean era. Shakespeare wrote some of his most celebrated plays during this period, including Macbeth, King Lear, Antony and Cleopatra, and The Tempest. His plays were characterized by their exploration of complex human emotions and psychological states. John Donne, one of the most influential poets of the Jacobean era, Donne's works were characterized by their complex metaphors and exploration of philosophical and religious themes. His most notable works from this period include The Sun Rising, The Flea, and Holy Sonnets. Ben Jonson. Jonson was a playwright and poet whose works were known for their satirical tone and exploration of social and political issues of the time. Some of his most famous plays from this period include Volpone, The Alchemist, and Bartholomew Fair. Francis Bacon. Bacon was a philosopher, scientist, and essayist who wrote influential works on knowledge, science, and ethics. His most notable works from this period include The Advancement of Learning and Novum Organum. John Webster. Webster was a playwright whose works were known for their violence and gore. His most famous play, The Duchess of Malfi, explored the themes of power, corruption, and revenge. Robert Burton. Burton was an English scholar and writer, best known for his work The Anatomy of Melancholy. The book, which explores the causes, symptoms, and treatment of melancholy, is considered one of the most important works of English prose of the 17th century. John Milton. While Milton is perhaps best known for his works from the later Stuart era, his early works, including L'Allegro and Il Penseroso, were written during the Jacobean era. These poems explore the themes of joy and contemplation. These writers and their works represent some of the most significant contributions to English literature during the Jacobean era. Overall, the Jacobean era was marked by a complex and multifaceted literary scene, exploring a range of themes and styles. The works produced during this period continue to be studied and appreciated by scholars and readers alike. They offer a fascinating glimpse into the tumultuous political and cultural climate of early 17th century England.